Ethan was never the smart kid. In school, he sat at the back, not because he wanted to, but because that's where people ended up. Teachers didn't expect much from him. Friends, he barely had any. At home, things weren't easy either. His father worked day and night, and his mother always said, "Ethan, life won't give you anything for free." But Ethan had already started believing something dangerous. Maybe I'm just not good enough. One day, everything changed. It was result day. Ethan stood in front of the notice board, hands shaking. Students were cheering, laughing, and celebrating. But Ethan's eyes froze on one word: failed again. His chest tightened. Whispers started around him. Of course, he failed. He never studies. He's useless. Those words hit harder than anything. That evening, Ethan walked alone. No phone, no friends, just silence. He reached an old park and sat on a broken bench. For the first time, he asked himself, "Is this really my story?" Tears rolled down his face. He wasn't crying because he failed. He was crying because he had accepted failure as his identity. Suddenly, an old man sat beside him. Simple clothes, calm eyes. He looked at Ethan and asked, "Why are you giving up so early?" Ethan wiped his tears. "You wouldn't understand. I've failed too many times." The old man smiled slightly. "Do you know how many times I failed?" Ethan stayed silent. The man continued, "I failed so many times that people stopped counting, but I never stopped trying." Ethan looked at him, confused. "Do you know the difference between winners and losers?" the man asked. Ethan shook his head. The man leaned closer and said, "Winners fail, but they don't stop." Those words hit something deep inside Ethan. For the first time, someone didn't call him useless. The man stood up and said, "You have two choices now. Stay the same and live the same life, or change everything, starting today." Then he walked away. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. Those words echoed again and again. Winners fail, but they don't stop. The next morning, something was different. Ethan woke up early. No motivation, no excitement, just a decision. Day 1, he studied for 30 minutes. Day 2, 1 hour. Day 3, he wanted to quit, but he didn't. No one praised him, but Ethan kept going. Months later, it was exam time again. This time, Ethan didn't feel fear. He felt ready. Result day came again. Same board, same crowd, same nervous heartbeat. He closed his eyes and looked. This time, his name was there, passed, not just passed, top 5 in the class. For a moment, everything went silent. Then suddenly, people started saying, "Is this the same Ethan? How did he do it? That's unbelievable." But Ethan knew the truth. It wasn't magic. It wasn't luck. It was one decision, repeated every single day. That evening, he went back to the same park, the same broken bench. But the old man wasn't there. Instead, there was a small note carved into the bench. "Your last chance is always your next decision." Ethan smiled, because now he understood. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be talented. You just need to not give up. Your life doesn't change when you succeed. It changes the moment you decide not to quit.